Hello and welcome to the rainiest Agrarian Skies server in the land. I swear, every time I start to record it is raining on here. It's driving me crazy, just a little tiny bit. Alright, so before we get too far into this today, I am actually going to go ahead and turn these off. Just because we will be doing a little bit of Botania stuff today, and I'd rather not hear these carts the entire time. And one of the things I want to do is actually place these, so silence. So much nicer. Alright, so last time we were up here, I went ahead and I put together the little living wood and living rock former thing here. It's working good. I decided the little top thing looked kind of silly. It still does, even just with that, so I don't know what I'm going to do. If I were smart, I'd probably have that connect over it, but it doesn't really matter. So this thing, though, it's doing its work. It's got a very large collection of living rock and living wood in here, so it's I really appreciate it giving its all. I brought a barrel up here already. This is just a Java barrel that's connected to my little charcoal thing down here. We're going to be using this for fueling our, well, I don't want to say our main, but our new mono generation setup. At this point, I could probably use thermolilies and lava. However, I'm not sure I want to go that route because, to be honest, I usually always go that route. So I want to try something a little different. Not necessarily better, but different. Excuse me. So anyway, we have a ton of stuff on us right now. First off, what we are going to do is we need to set up the runic altar, which is going to go right here. It's lovely. Alright. Where is our mana spreader? Okay, we got that. And I want to see if this actually works. Supposedly you could jacket these things with wool. Huh, check that out. Not quite what I expected, to be honest, but that's neat. You know what, I am missing something. I don't have my mana pool on me. It's probably over here. I had to make some mana petals to create some flowers earlier, and I totally forgot about this. Accepting. Okay, now you can fill that up, please. All the way. That looks... That looks like it. Yep, completely drained. Okay, good. Alright, so this is just here so we can make some runes and stuff, basically. One of the first things that I wanted to do today, besides getting set up the new Botania power generation stuff, is to actually get set up something to produce the Jaded Amaranthus and the, what is it, the Drum of the Wild. One of the first things that I will really need actually is going to be an alchemy catalyst. And probably another mana pool, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get 5 of these. Actually, you know what? I need 9. I need 5 for the pool and then 4 for the catalyst. And I also need a crafting table. Let's just put it right here. Alright, so first things first. I don't know why I did that too. I don't know why I did that too tall. Alright, so we have 2 of those. We're going to need a mana pearl, I believe. Alright, mana pearl... I want to say like that. Gold, gold, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try swapping these around. There we go. Alchemy catalyst. And diluted mana pool. I wonder if you can do the alchemy stuff using a diluted pool. Alright, and we're gonna not use this one that's feeding into the main thing, we'll just have another one over like here. There are some times when you will not want to do the alchemy thing on these, so it is kind of useful to have them separate. That's neat when you put it down, it's got the little texture there, fading in and out. Alright, but what this will let me do is when I get mana in here is actually convert rotten flesh into leather so I don't have to deal with those cows. So that's really, really handy. And I will need leather for the drum. So Rune of Spring, which is going to take a Rune of Water. So 3 mana steel, reed, bone meal, fishing rod. Alright. Takes a decent bit of mana. Well, actually, it's a little tiny bit. We should be okay. So we have 3. We got 1. We need bone meal and fishing rod. So no, we're good. There's only one other thing we're missing, and that is some stone to act as a base. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. And the question is, how slowly is it going to take this thing to fill up? Because I'm not sure if I have enough mana in there. Oh no, I should have more than enough mana. Okay, so we toss this thing on there and give it a whack. Awesome! Everything is awesome except for that, which is really freaking awesome. Let's get rid of the whale HUD. It's not really helping any at this point. Alright, and drop. Alright, now, so for the actual Rune of Spring itself. Back. Okay, so it's going to be a Rune of Fire, Rune of Water, 3. Does it actually have to be oak saplings? Or dictionary tag names, tree sapling. It looks like it just needs to be, I want to say that it uses the Ore Dictionary tags. However, we do need wheat. As long as it uses the Ore Dictionary, we should be okay with the birch stuff, because I really just don't have oak trees. Which is kind of funny. Alright, and wheat. Alright, see if this works. 1, 2, 2, 3. There we go. So that looks like that would be it, right? If I click on this, will it start? Okay, good. Good. I was kind of worried that it would require the oak. Alright. Yeah, this thing is definitely getting moved up there, and I can simplify it greatly once I can make a Rod of the Seas. Which I think just needs to get a glass bottle and it'll be good. So we'll definitely do that. Anyway, there's 2 of these guys. 1, 1, 1, 1, and seeds. Oh. Oh, redstone root. Redstone root. And then seeds. Get in there, you lazy bucket. Alright. So, what makes the Jaded Amaranthus so fantastically superb and awesome is the fact that it converts mana into flowers. Normally for like this thing right here, I'd have to provide it with a steady source of floral fertilizer, which itself is not bad. Is that draining from that pool, or is that doing that passively? I'm impressed. It's got to be draining the pool. Oh, it's full on mana. Okay. So this thing is its boss. It's awesome. Let's see, Horn of the Covering. Canopy. What the heck's the Horn of the Covering? I guess it's for snow. Okay, that's neat. There's a French horn? Really? Okay. Horn of the Canopy, Horn of the Covering, Horn of the Wild. Living Wood, 5, and then Pasture Seeds. So, boom, boom, and Horn of the Wild. Now, what makes this thing so freaking awesome, if we come on over here, if we right-click, it's going to make a really loud noise, but what it will do is break all the flowers. So, using a bit of timers and stuff, you can actually get a nice setup so that you can harvest all this stuff relatively easily. I suddenly wish those minecarts were running. Alright, so we're going to have a pressure plate, and then the flowers. Let's elevate this a little tiny bit. So, bam. Okay, let's go ahead and put this like on a pedestal of living rock. No particular reason. Alright, we're also going to need some living wood. 6? Yeah, 6, some gold, and a petal would get me a monospreader. And gold must be in the bag. Yes, that Jaded Amaranthus is so much better than using floor fertilizer, it's not funny. It's also a lot better than actually growing the flowers. That may just be my lazy talking. Put that right there. Bind mode. I want you to bind to this monopole right there. Alright, so any mana generated from roughly these 4 flowers is going to be shot right over there. What this will do, if we go ahead and get is that's going to get consumed by one of the endo flames. Alright, so they should each be generating something. But that's going to get sent all the way over to here. And it's actually a lot more generation than I would get using my, I think, 22 day blooms, so this is pretty nice. And it's just going to get better. It's also something that's really easily expandable. The trick, though, is automating it so that you're not wasting any sort of fuel. What I need to find out is if these guys will take fuel if they're full or if they can't process it. It looks like they may. You know, I take that back. It looks like they don't. Okay, so no, that's going to work. That will actually work pretty well. Alright. So down to business. We got to go downstairs. Alright, so we're getting... Whenever there's a piece of charcoal on that pressure plate, this thing's going to be sending a signal down. Will that connect through? Now, I know you can't burn a torch, but I just need to see the redstone signal. No, you're not going to. Alright, let's get a little bit more living stone. Living rock. Living rock, I was doing so good. I was doing so good, I called it by its right name. I wasn't... I failed. Alright, so that works. Alright, so we have that. Let's go ahead and put a torch right here. That should invert it. Okay, we have that. We're going to need to make a... It's not living wood, it's living with planks, isn't it? Alright, planks. There we go. Alright, so that is a open crate. Any item pushed into it will drop. We have the barrel, which we're going to move next to it, but we need to actually have a way to extract one item and only one item at a time. So that's going to go from, it's currently on to off, so that's going to reset the signal properly. Does the crate respond to a redstone signal? Because if it does, that's going to solve my issue. Let's go check this out. Crate. It's that simple. The open crate accept items from hoppers or any other means of inserting items, and obviously drops them directly below it. One interesting fact is, given a redstone signal, any item it drops are prevented from being caught by flowers like the hopper hawk. Okay, so it does not, but I could just make a hopper. Just make a hopper. At least I could make a hopper if I were to do this. Get out 1, 2, and get out. I need 5 iron, which is in here. Yeah. There's definitely a modded solution you could do for this, but the fact is hoppers are exactly what I need. They're relatively steady. I don't want to say slow, but they're steady, and they work okay. All right. And then we just need to dolly this thing up. So that should only drop 1 at a time. As soon as it despawns, it'll... Ooh, that was a 2-tick. Might have too much travel time on that. If I lower that down by 1, that would probably eliminate the extra coal dropping. For now, though, I really don't think I need to worry. Nah, I tell you what, let's fix it. Let's not put this off till later. Let's fix it. Get it right now. Alright, open crate. We can actually leave this up at the same level if we were to go ahead and just move the hopper to a down position. Get you in there. Let's get all the charcoal out of here. See, if I put it right here, I don't think that's going to energize the hopper whenever it's on there. It'd be a little bit sleeker. I use the phrase sleeker very loosely. It would be sleeker. More sleek. Oh no, that works fine. Okay, good. And it looks like we only got... No, we have 2 there. Of course. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go 2 no matter what. It's just the length of time it takes to tick over. It's going to be 2. Alright, so this thing is still doing its all. Let's go ahead and put the hopper hawk down right here. Alright, so now what this hopper hawk should do, it's come on over here. I don't know the reach this thing has, so its reach is going to determine where we can actually have these things planted. The entire thing. Its reach is the entire thing. That's awesome. quick experiment time. Does a chest like this support a comparator out for its inventory level? Either that is its way of saying that that is so insignificantly full that it's not going to show anything, or no, it in fact does not, because I think that should at least be putting out 1. Alright, so this chest is actually not useful for what I wanted it to do to lock this thing. So that's okay. I need to make a better storage solution, I guess. This is like infinitely better than the minecarts, though. We're still getting mana, which is awesome. Right, yeah, we no longer ever need to worry about flower generation again. We do need to make a drum, actually, which means we're going to need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, not 7. So it's going to be like this. Drum in the center, and then cowhide. Just going to go ahead and put this right on top of the Jaded Amaranthus. Now, what that should do is whenever it gets a mana pulse, it will actually it'll trigger the drum. So let's go ahead and make another mana spreader. Alright, this is going to be a sideways bar. We're going to need gold. Let's go ahead and just use this white petal that we got on us. And then we're also going to need redstone, but we already have redstone in here, so that should be okay. So gold ingot, white petal, spreader. Spreader plus redstone is a redstone mana spreader. And we just really want a button for this. We don't need an actual lever or anything. This is just a demonstration. How about let's use the right tool. Alright, so what'll happen is whenever this thing gets a redstone signal, it's going to send a burst over to that. Over to the drum. So, alley-oop. Just like that. I think the potency of the burst might actually increase the amount of space that it breaks, so I think we could, because we don't need it to travel fast, right? We just want to make sure that whenever it breaks stuff, that it breaks everything. Okay, mono lens, we need fire. That's a furnace. That is still a furnace. Alright, so that's a mono lens potency. So this thing's grown pretty much all it's going to grow, so we're good. We're going to go ahead and slap that guy on there. Now, before when we did this, it didn't have quite enough mana to actually disperse the entire field of flowers. Now, if I'm thinking, if this works the way I hope it does, this will definitely do so. Oh no, that definitely did not do so. If anything, that's worse. Yeah, that was worse. Okay, so I obviously need to, I guess it's losing the mana too quickly. Efficiency lens will decrease the amount of time it takes for the mana burst to start losing its mana. Actually, the bounce is pretty neat. Alright, so, tell you what, that's not going to work. Alright, so that's okay. We'll figure something out. For now, what I can go ahead and do is we'll just put down the hourglass. Will that fire? Yes, it will. Okay, good. So we want to repeat loop. I don't want every 5 seconds. Let's get it every... Tell you what, no, let's go every minute. Minute 30 sounds good. Signal set pulse on reactivation standard, signal receive. Okay, so that should be good. So every minute and a half, this is going to break flowers. Should prevent it from being too overkill. I mean, we're still going to get a lot of flowers. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode of Agrarian Skies 2. It was a bit flower heavy, but I tell you what, Spontaneity is a pretty interesting mod. It's got some design choices I don't particularly care for, but on the whole, it's a good mod. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you next time. A little bit more Agrarian Skies.